Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a Star Wars The Black Series figure, Dash Rendar. And it's been a while. I don't even know how to introduce a Star Wars The Black Series figure. It's been so long that I've bought one or unboxed one here on the channel. But really quickly, I also wanted to show off just two comics I picked up today at Ravenswood Comics in New Hartford. The first of which is going to be Hex number 2. I do have the first issue of this series, just kind of waiting to read the rest of it, but we do have number 2 right there. And then we also grabbed from the new 52, Dead Man number 1, so that is really cool to have as well. Just some interesting comics. But we do have the Dash Rendar figure, one of my, if not, probably my favorite independent Star Wars character. I remember when I used to work at the Fourth Wall in New Hartford, we had his figure from the Power of the Force line or whatever, kind of like those 90s lines, and his ship and all that, and I just loved the character. And finally, they have made him into a Star Wars The Black Series figure. So with that being said, let's get him out of the packaging, and he actually looks very similar to someone that we know very dearly here on the channel, and hopefully you guys know who I am talking about. All right, let's pop this open. But really quick, let's find out who Dash Rendar is. Dash Rendar, pilot and mercenary. Dash Rendar flew. Let me see if I can get that to focus for you. Let's find out. There we go. Pilot and mercenary Dash Rendar flew a snow speeder during the Battle of Hoth, and Princess Leia hired him to protect Luke Skywalker from the Dark Princess Zizor's ruthless bounty hunters. Okay, really not much of a backstory there, but he's like a freaking Han Solo type character, kind of like cool smuggler mercenary. I believe that at one point, I'm thinking of Kyle, the other guy, the dude that has the lightsaber, but Dash Rendar is really cool. All right, let's get him out of here. I'm talking too much. Cool thing about Black Series figures, though, and I love the purple on the packaging. Such a nice touch. Very reminiscent of the Power of the Force. But the cool thing about the Black Series is not a lot of like tape and bells and whistles to get through to get to this figure, so we can just pop him right out. Beautiful. And there we have it, Dash Rendar out of the box. And let's take a look. So he does have a DL-44 blaster that he comes with. Just that typical kind of Han Solo kind of gun. I apologize, it's late at night. Don't really have a lot of light in here, so it's going to be somewhat difficult to get my camera to focus. Maybe if I lean out of the way and bring more light in here. You do have this. And is it a DL-44? Yeah, I mean, it's kind of got, yeah, it's definitely a DL-44. There we go. I don't think there's a lot of change in the paint. Yeah, it just seems to be all that one color of just like silver, which is okay. I guess it's not the worst. And apologies, folks. It was focusing for a second there. I don't know. Go back and pause the video. But yeah, just a DL-44. Not a lot of detail on it. But here we have the figure. So I'm going to even him out a little bit. Feet are a tad bit off. Oop, very fixable though. So down here at the bottom, just these very nice black kind of military or like officer boots, which look very nice. And then up here, you've got these predominantly navy blue pants with kind of like these, I don't know, like leather padding, almost like chaps, or like reverse chaps there in the middle, which looks very nice. A little belt there with some belt buckles and a holster for the DL-44. And that wraps around in the back. There's kind of two elements to that. He's got some really cool metal chest armor with these cool like leather pauldrons. I just wish that that little bolt there was painted on this one. I'm not really sure why, or if it's meant to be like that. Maybe it is. I'm not sure. But yeah, just kind of that cool little metal bolt there. He's got some brown leather gloves that kind of go over his wrists. And then you can see that metal armor is continued over there into the shoulder padding, single jointed arms, and then the padding on the back. And finally, the head sculpt. And he is the perfect mix between like Dolph Ziggler and Kurt Russell, but it's mainly just Kurt Russell. This guy looks just like Kurt Russell, which is so cool. I love that little detail they added. It's just incredible. I don't know. What a cool looking figure. The one downside is just the stature and the size. I just really wish the Black Series figures were just more, I don't know, just like, I don't know. I just wish there was more posability. They look very realistic. They get body types down so well, like so perfectly well. Like if these were statues, they would be perfect. But I don't know. They're just too tiny for me. One of the big reasons why I don't collect them anymore. But Dash Rendar, such a cool and unique figure. At least from when I was younger, that I have to have him. Have to have him. So there we go, folks. Another addition to the Star Wars The Black Series collection, that being Dash Rendar. I picked this guy up on Amazon for about 20 bucks. You can go check him out there as well. As always, folks, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.